Everyone says the weirdness, but I mean it. Peter started acting like I was a background character in his life instead of his girlfriend. Like he'd be on his phone scrolling, not even TikTok. Just like weird forms about watches and sneakers, ignoring me when I'd ask if he wanted to go out for lunch. I'd say something like, "Hey, want to go for ramen?" And he'd barely look up. Just go, "I don't know. I'm not hungry. Can we just chill at home?" But then he'd go out alone later and come back with takeout. I didn't think he was cheating, honestly. Just thought maybe he was depressed or burnt out. So, about 2 weeks ago, I started getting these little comments from him. And they're not even that big if you say them out loud, but when you live with someone, you feel every tiny shift. Like, he started saying stuff like, "You never let things go, Claire." Or, "I just want to relax. Can you not right now?" And this one, "I feel like I can't breathe sometimes," but then he'd want to cuddle at night or come up behind me and hug me when I was making coffee. So, I was just like, okay, he's stressed. I'll back off. Honestly, I should have clocked it when he stopped wanting to go to my parents for dinner. My mom called him out once for not helping set the table, and he sulked the whole night. After that, he was always busy when we had family stuff. Said he needed time alone to reset. My sister Veronica thought he was being a baby, but I kept defending him like an idiot. He's just tired. He's not good with people. Blah blah. Fast forward. Last Friday, I went to this ceramics thing with Sophia, my best friend. She's in this group chat with me and Veronica. You'll see her later. We were gone like 3 hours just throwing clay and being messy. I get home around 9 o'clock. I'm all gross and ready to shower and eat junk food. And Peter's sitting on the couch, lights off, just his phone screen lighting up his face. I say, "Hey," and he just goes, "Can we talk?" And I know that tone. Everyone knows that tone. It's never good. I sit down, still in my ugly clay-stained sweatpants, and he starts with this sigh like he's prepping for some huge burden. He says, "I don't mean to be harsh, but I feel like you're draining me." I literally laugh BC. I think he's joking. Like, who even talks like that outside of a YouTube therapist video, but he's stone-faced. He keeps going. Says, "I need a break from all this. Like, I need to remember what freedom feels like. I need space. Can you just not text or call for a while? I need to clear my head." And then he just stands up, grabs his duffel bag, which is already packed, so I guess this wasn't spontaneous, and just walks out, not even looking at me. No hug, no nothing, just the door slamming. I just sat there for a minute like, okay, this is not real. He's going to text in 10 minutes and say, "Sorry, I'm just tired. I'll be home soon." But nothing. I showered, I ate cereal, I called Veronica, and she just went off on him. Called him a man-child. Said I should dump his ass first, but I just felt empty. Angel, I was half expecting him to come back in the night and crawl in bed like he always does after a fight, but the bed stayed cold all night. So, Saturday, I wake up and my phone has 3 missed calls from Sophia, which is weird. She never calls, just texts. She's like, "Claire, have you seen Peter's Insta story?" I said, "No, I haven't looked." I was trying to be all mature and respect his space like a dumbass. She sends me screenshots, and I don't even know how to explain what I saw without sounding insane. First one is a hotel room view, city skyline, super fancy. Next one is a table at a restaurant I know he's never taken me to with 2 glasses of wine, a big steak, some tiny dessert thing. Then there's a boomerang of someone's hand with a bracelet clinking his glass. Not mine, not Veronica's, not Sophia's. Very much not his mom's. So yeah, I scroll through my own camera roll just to check. And I know that bracelet. It's Gianna's. His ex from like 3 years ago. She had this thing for big chunky jewelry. She wore it everywhere. I remember because she used to show up in his stories back when we first started dating and I used to feel all insecure about it. And then the one that made my stomach drop, a shot of the hotel nightstand with her perfume bottle. It's that weird shaped one like a little crystal. She posted about it all the time back when she was an influencer. I hated it. Smelled like cheap candy. In the background, you can hear her laugh. Just a little. Not loud, but it's her. I'd know it anywhere. She's married now, last I heard. But I guess that didn't stop her. I text Peter. I go off. I ask him if he's really so pathetic he had to run back to his ex. I say, is this the freedom you wanted? He leaves me on read for hours. Finally, he sends this paragraph back, basically saying, don't embarrass yourself. I told you I needed space. Go work on your jealousy. He's just catching up with an old friend. I'm not an idiot. I know what's going on, and he knows I know. The audacity. I call Veronica. I'm shaking and angry and she's like, do not let this man play you. She says, don't start a fight with Gianna. It's not worth it. But also don't let Peter make you the bad guy. I ask her, do you think I'm being crazy? And she says, no. This is classic deflection. He's turning it on you because he knows he's in the wrong. Veronica's always been blunt, sometimes too much, but I needed it. Later that day, I get a DM from Vincent, who is Peter's friend, but also low-key always hated the drama. He asks if I'm okay. Says he saw Peter at this hotel bar last night looking like a kid who just got away with stealing candy. I ask him if he saw who Peter was with and Vincent just says, I didn't want to get involved, but it's not a good look, Claire. I get it. Nobody wants to take sides, but it still stings. And okay, I know I probably sound like I'm just spiraling, but I have receipts. Like, I know people will say, oh, maybe it was innocent. Maybe it was just friends, but nobody goes to a 5-star hotel with their married ex and posts it on Instagram unless they want to be seen. I know Gianna. I know Peter. I know how they both love attention. Gianna's whole thing has always been being the one who got away. She used to brag about it. And Peter, he's always chasing something like he gets bored if life is too easy. He said it to me before that he feels like he's meant for more, whatever that means. I think he likes the drama, honestly. Saturday night, I don't hear from him. I get a text from my mom asking if Peter is coming to dinner on Sunday, and I just say, no, he needed space. She calls me right away like moms do and asks if I'm okay. I say, I'm fine, just tired. She offers to come over, but I say no. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. She says, you don't have to tolerate being treated badly. Claire, I know she's right, but it's still hard. By Sunday morning, I guess I'm just angry. Like, I don't even want him back, but I want him to know he can't just walk all over me, and then go play the sad boy on Insta. I clean the apartment, put all his stuff in a pile by the door, not throwing it out, just making it clear he's not welcome. I text him, your stuff is here. Come get it. He leaves me on read again, so I put it all in a trash bag and leave it by the door. When he finally comes by Sunday evening, he doesn't even look me in the eye. He just grabs his stuff, says, you're being dramatic. And I say, you're being a coward. He mutters something under his breath. So I push his arm away when he tries to grab his headphones off the table and he says, don't touch me. I say, then get out. I know some people are going to say, you should have tried to talk. Or, you should have been the bigger person. But honestly, I'm done with that. I don't owe him politeness when he's treating me like a backup plan. If I'm draining, then he can go recharge somewhere else. Now I'm just left with the mess. Veronica's letting me crash at her place for a few days, and Sophia is trying to distract me with dumb memes and reality TV. This isn't even the craziest part. Trust me, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I do know I'm not going to just let him walk away like nothing happened. I have a plan. And if Peter wants drama, I'll give him drama. If you made it this far, congrats. You're more patient than me right now. I'll update if anything happens. But something tells me this is just the beginning. First update. So, it's been a week since I posted. I'm still at Veronica's place. She's letting me have her weird fold-out couch. And honestly, at this point, her cat likes me better than her. I can't even look at my own apartment right now because every dumb mug, every pile of Peter's random socks that I keep finding just pisses me off more and more. Also, sidebar, why do men buy so many socks? Is it a hoarding thing? Whatever. Anyway, I guess the thing that's been killing me isn't Ev.